Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Not a Real Podcast. It's Young Cole.
And I'm Isha.
And today we're going to talk a little bit about some hustling and some ambition. But of course, before we get into it, we're going to start with our peak and pick. So, Ish.
Cole.
How you doing, baby?
I've had better days.
So, we're going to start with your peak or we're going to start with your pick?
We can start with my pit.
Okay.
But before we start with my pit, today is Bo's birthday.
Is it?
Yes. So happy birthday, Bo. Love you so much. And I know I've talked about Bo so many times.
Shout out to your favorite auntie.
Yeah, on the show. And yeah, so this birthday means a lot. It's super special because past year was rough. So the fact that she's even here with us today to celebrate another birthday is just a true testament to God's favor and mercy. So happy birthday to my favorite girl in the whole wide world.
Was she excited leading up to her birthday? I seen her and her husband Dave. They was out.
Yeah, so they went to like a comedy show. Then he took her to like this resort. Like she had a really
in the streets this weekend.
She really had a really good birthday. She looked amazing.
She did.
When I leave here, I'm gonna call her just to kind of get the details because we didn't really talk because she was kicking it with Dave this weekend.
Oh yeah, now she got her husband. Now she ain't got time for
girl. Okay, let me find out. Like
now she got her real best friend. She ain't got time for you.
I don't like that.
I'm jabbing. I'm trying to twist
and Dave my boy, but
yeah.
Okay. There's only one. Okay, it's like one and then 1B. Nah. Shout out to Dave. That's my buddy.
Shout out to Dave. Happy birthday, Bo.
Yes. So like I said, this week has been crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta laugh to keep on crying, dog.
I think it's a good idea to start with the pick. That way you can end it on a happier note with the pick.
What the fuck? So, earlier this week, Papa he flipped on me. Like, flipped on me. And for those who do not know, Papa is my dog. I've had him since he was like 7 weeks. He will be 3 in November. And it was bad. The first time, I didn't tell nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like a couple weeks ago. Because I'm thinking like, okay, whatever. But then on Wednesday, we were walking back to the house, and not to go into too much details, we was walking back to the house, and Papa recently has been, he's been reactive. And so my neighbor was driving past, and because I wouldn't let him get her, he got me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, oh, no, dog, we got to go. Like, you got to go. But, the shelters was closed. Like, it was a mess. So then Thursday, still trying to figure out, like, what my next step is going to be. Like, because I knew I wanted him out of my house, but I didn't know, like, exactly where I wanted him to go. So I reached out to a sitter and she was, like, trying to rehome him. But I didn't feel comfortable with him going to somebody's house. And if you could flip on me, then there's really, like, no telling. And then Thursday, he was good all Wednesday. After he flipped on me Wednesday, he was good. And Thursday, he was good, still trying to figure out what I was going to do with him. And then Thursday night, he flipped on me again.
So it became a pattern.
Yeah, at this point, it's a pattern.
It wasn't never excusable.
Yeah.
But you still kind of had to weigh, like, okay, is he too excited? Did he just nip me the first time?
That's the very first time I'm thinking, like, he's just too excited and he nipped me, and that was it. So I didn't really think too much of it. But Wednesday and Thursday, it was like, Wednesday happened so fast, I didn't realize it until my neighbor started screaming.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, shit, what the fuck? And then when we went back in the house and I examined it, I'm like, oh, no, he got me good.
Mm-hmm.
And then Thursday broke my heart because, again, he was being reactive. And it's so crazy because that day when I took him out, it was some kids riding their scooter back and forth. No issue. But Thursday night, it was a lady one of my neighbors walking her dog, and he was trying to get to him. And once he got to the end of his leash and he realized I wasn't letting his leash go, that motherfucker stopped, turned, looked at me, and came charging towards me. That shit broke my heart. Hence why I'm missing nails.
So if you see her up the hand,
I'm gonna try not to fuck with my hands. Me trying to prevent him from getting somebody else, he turned on me. And then, you know, my nail broke. And like anybody that wear nails know that when you have on like acrylics or tips, when that shit break, your nail bed break in the middle.
That's the most excruciating pain. Ooh. And it's nonstop. It's going to throb. It's going to throb until it just start to bind back together.
Yeah.
But, ooh.
So my hands are in pain. My, you know, where he got me.
Your heart.
But yeah, the physical will be okay. It's this the emotional piece, because again, you can't be here. You can't be in my house no more. So Thursday, like literally, I'm calling everybody. Even Wednesday, we called the animal control, and they was like, because he's not a stray, we can't come get him. You got to do an owner surrender. You got to do an owner surrender.
Quick for that.
Yeah, and so then Thursday, I'm calling shelters. I'm calling vets. I'm calling the Humane Society. Nobody was helpful. Thursday night, it got so bad. Like I called 911. Y'all got to come get this dog. He can't be in my house. And there was nothing they can do. And so like before I hung up the phone, like I was at wit's end, I told the dispatcher, like the next time I call you is for you to send somebody out to come get a dead dog. I didn't want to do that, but it had got to the point where normal stuff that he was doing, like he would normally do, like follow me, I'm nervous. Mm-hmm. Or when he'd get a toy and he'd bring it up and like press it in my leg.
Who finna be a prisoner in their own home?
I'm walking around with my gun on me.
Ooh.
Because worst case scenario, if you play crazy in this house, you're not gonna make it out this house. Mm-hmm. And like that's the part that hurt the most. So Thursday, shortly after the last incident, you FaceTime me and I'm bawling, crying. Mm-hmm. And you like, what's wrong? So you and Miss Maxine and Toya, y'all pulled up. Brittany Jemison and Mariah came over. Like everybody trying to come up with a plan. Like how the fuck can we get this dog out this house? Because I knew that at this point, I know what his trigger is. His trigger is me not letting him get to wherever he want to get. So if he's seen y'all and tried to get to y'all, and I don't let him, he's going to get me. And even when you walked in the house after I put him in his crate, Papa knows you. Mm-hmm. He went crazy. Like, he looked you in your face.
That nigga was challenging me.
Yeah.
Papa said, he stood there, he sat, he stared at me. I stared back. He was like, whoever break first. I like to turn. Next thing I know, he ran toward that cage.
Yeah.
He hit it so hard, I was like, if you ain't put the lock on the crate, he would have got my ass. He wanted my head.
Yeah.
Oh, he wanted blood from me.
Yeah.
Like, damn, what I did to you.
So you get what I'm saying? So it was like really rough. So nobody wanted to take him. I couldn't do an owner surrender because all of the shelters said they was full. And I was being honest. Why do you want to get rid of him? Because of X, Y, and Z, right? He's showing signs of aggression. This is what he did to me, whatever. And again, when I say like it was hell. It was like 52 hours of hell. So then Friday morning, you was like, we called some more vets, and they was said we got to because the shelter recommended that I do I put him down for aggressive behavior. So, but his vet was like, he don't have a history of bites, and I'm like, well, kind of got a history.
Now he do.
I got proof.
Now, so let's move forward from
Where
here.
do we go from here? Then other vets were saying they gotta examine them, and then they'll make a determination. But it's not up to me as the owner to determine whether or not.
That blew me because when she was talking, I'm like, okay, well, if we decided we want to euthanize him, is that legally not our choice? She was like, well, legally, it's the vet. Yeah, it's the vet's choice to determine whether he's going to be used. Yeah,
and they're saying that because he's not sick or whatever. But it's like at this point, it's behavior issues.
But they said they had to do an exam first, and based on the findings of that exam is whether they'll determine he needs to be euthanized or not. Okay, cool. Call your little buddies and get some resources on the phone. If he's not going to be euthanized, he still has to stay here or go. He has to stay at the vet or go somewhere else.
But he had to get out of my house, and so you was like, it's a net. Sorry, y'all. You was like, all right, fuck it. We're going to try to call the animal control again. And I ain't going to even lie. We had to lie.
It is what it is.
Yeah, you told them it was a stray.
It is what it is.
They came. They called me, and I told you, I'm like, damn, the guy the guy that's calling me is the guy that I talked to a couple of days ago who said, like, no, you got to do an owner surrender. He reached out to his supervisor. They was going to reach out to their director, but they never called me back. So when he called, he was like, so you got a stray? I was like, yeah. He bit you? I'm like, yeah. Where is he at? I'm like, in my garage. he was like, okay, I'll be there in 30 minutes. And I'm like, okay. Then he called back and he was like, like, come on. Like, he knew at that point.
I didn't care.
I didn't give a fuck. He knew I was lying.
That's cool. Are you still on the way?
Yeah, he was like, well, if he's not aggressive or you don't have any, proof that, he attacked you, I can't take him. I'm like, that's fine. So when he pulled up, he was like, I'm like, so what you want to do? You want me to go in there? I could put the leash on him. He like, ma'am, if you could put a leash on him, he is not a stray. That's your dog, and I can't take him. And I'm like, no, he gotta go. He has to
put
leave.
a leash on a stray. You know how many strays walk up to my house smelling blue?
But then his thing, he doing his job, right? And shout out to Rufus. He was the only person that helped me. Like Rufus from Animal Control. I don't know if this is ever going to get back to him. But out of the shelters, the vets, 911, he was literally the only one that was like, fuck it, we gonna figure it out. So he called his supervisor and she was like, okay, she can do an owner surrender. And I don't know if it's because he's seen the pictures or whatever. So I end up had Pop in the garage. Then I brought him back in the house. I put the leash on him. And I was like, okay, I can't be holding the end of the leash because if he see you coming towards him, he's going to try to get you. But if he can't get you, he's going to get me. So I had half the leash. He was out in the garage. I closed the kitchen door. I'm holding on to the leash. So he walked in and he was like, oh no, this is a big boy. And it's like, I'm trying to tell you, I'm not dealing with no teacup Yorkie. Papa was 90 pounds of nothing but solid.
Goddamn peekaboo, sir.
Papa is solid.
Is big.
This is a big.
It's a big boy.
A big boy.
Oh,
and so,
Papa.
Yeah. So he got him and Papa worked him.
Mm-hmm.
Papa worked him. He wasn't getting in that truck.
Papa gave him that
and that's when you was like, go in the house. Because as long as he see you, he going to try to fight it. And so I went in the house and Papa was still working his ass. I ain't gonna even hold you. He had to call back up. It took 3 people to get Papa in that truck. And so they pulled off or whatever. I filled out the forms. I don't know what happened to him. I don't want to know what happened to him. Wednesday, I've been crying on and off. But Wednesday, I was like, oh, I'm about to start crying. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so fucked up.
Because you raised him from 7 weeks to now.
So now,
and it's not easy just getting rid of somebody. Granted, we always said, because we both got pit bulls around the same time. Y'all know I talk about Blue too much. But if ever some shit like this happens,
you gotta go.
They gotta go. And we can't sit in our emotions in that moment. You can cry now.
Yeah.
You can cry later. You can cry when it happened.
Yeah.
But you cannot sit in your emotions because at the end of the day, if your dog don't listen to you, if your dog bites you, if your dog takes certain actions towards you, that's not your dog. Yeah. You are his dog.
Yeah.
And at no point could we take those chances with our 75 pound and 90 pound pit bulls, respectively.
Yeah. And Wednesday, and I was telling them, and it's so crazy because it's like it happened, then a switch went off. He was back good. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about Wednesday, he walked in the house. I'm bleeding. He's smiling like he
did something.
Like he a good boy.
Look, Mom.
Yeah, and it's
this
like
what I'm gonna do if they ever come up to you.
Yeah,
but nigga, not
me.
Yeah,
like you being reactive towards other people. Like I would have been patient with that. I would have. Mm-hmm. We could have did whatever. But I cannot be afraid in my own house. I'm not being jumpy in my own house. I'm not about to. Why am I carrying around my gun in my own house to come downstairs and move around, whatever. And I told him because I spoke about this before. When I got Pop, I was in a relationship. Then shortly after that, we broke up. That was a really bad breakup for me. Papa got me through that. When my uncle died, Papa's the reason why I got out of bed because I'm like, I have to get up and take him out and feed him. Mm-hmm. And now he gone. You know what I mean? It's like, damn. We could have got as much as he got on my nerves. We could have got through anything, but I can't keep you in this house. And so, like, seeing them take him away, that shit was tough. Mm-hmm. It was so fucking tough because it's like, you look at Papa, and if you know Papa, Papa's not aggressive. Papa is friendly as fuck. Papa is spoiled. He is clingy. He got these big old eyes and so fucking innocent. But it's like, damn, why you fucking switch on me? Mm-hmm. But then it's like, I would prefer you to do that to me than somebody else because you already got this stigma because you're, I'm a single black mom raised in a pit bull in this climate. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I would prefer you do it to me than somebody else because that's some legal trouble that I'm not even ready for.
And because you know what Terrell said.
Terrell said he loves a good lawsuit.
He loves a good lawsuit.
He loves a good lawsuit. So that was the pit of my week. Just dealing with what he did and then having to tell the story over and over again to like the resources. It's not a lot of resources, and I get the shelters are overcrowded. But if I'm telling you, like I'm on the phone with these people bawling, crying, like he got to get out my fucking house because the next step is it's going to be a dead dog.
And they say that the shelters are just so full and packed to capacity. In the words of the trainer that I spoke about previously, Atlanta shelters are just in a state of crisis.
Yeah.
And they're euthanizing pit bulls specifically.
Yeah.
$20 a day because so many people are, irresponsibly breeding. The dogs either strayed, people turning them in. And so it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. I was one of the responsible parents. I was, taking care of him. I was making sure that he didn't fall in this little environment or, whatever that state of mind is.
Papa had a good fucking life.
Absolutely.
Papa had a great life.
Absolutely. And so it sucks, but.
It sucks. And it was a no-brainer. The decision was a no-brainer. But that does not mean that it did not come with pain. This physical shit, I get over that. It's going to heal. A little Neosporin, a little aloe vera, like it's gonna heal, right? It's gonna be like it's emotional and like the shit that's gonna like stick around a lot longer because that was my dog for real. Oh, he got on my nerves, but I can't be scared of my own house. So, and I could have rehomed him. It was a couple people that through the sitter was like they were interested in him. But they didn't know his seriously. I'm not about to send this dog where I don't know why he's being aggressive. I don't know why he's attacking me. I don't know why he's doing that.
I feel like somebody was like, well, just don't mention the bite. Absolutely.
I'm not doing that.
Because what if he goes to a house? I don't care. Even if it's kids, adults, what if he gets there and he does the same thing to them? I'm going to feel like that blood or that responsibility is on my hands because I withheld information just in afraid of being embarrassed or whatever. Fuck that. All pride aside. This is what is going on.
Unfortunately, he's not in a position where he can be rehomed. Now, again, I don't know what happened after they picked him up. I don't want to follow up. I don't want to know.
A lot of times, I don't think they'll tell you either, though.
Yeah, in my mind, he is going to be isolated. They're going to do exams, and then he's going to be sent somewhere far away where it's a lot of land and other dogs. You know what I mean? Like
they might do an exam and give him treatment because I really think something is just wrong. I feel like when I know people say, oh, they're unpredictable, they'll turn and blah, 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 blah. But it's like, I just truly, truly feel like it had to be something wrong that made him, that created those triggers for him.
It was a switch, literally.
And unfortunately, like, right now, I don't have the financial capacity to just go and take him to the vet and get all these things done. So I'm just hoping that, the shelters will perform those tests, find out what the issue is, fix it, and rehome him because Papa is a stinker.
He is.
He's a stinker.
He is. He's not a vicious dog. He wasn't raised to be vicious or aggressive. But I'm not about to keep playing. I can't chance it.
Right.
So that was the pits of my week.
That was a hell of a pit. I don't even want to do no pit.
I know. That was the pit, the peak of my week. I had a really promising interview.
Okay.
So I have to schedule my final round with the hiring manager. So yeah, hopefully I'm not unemployed much longer. So that was kind of a good way to end a super, super bitter week.
That's good. Yeah. You want to talk about another little redecorate? We're gonna be.
Oh yes. So I guess
because 1 week gonna turn this week out. Bachelorette pad.
No, for real. For fucking real. For the first time, I bought my house almost it was 3 years this month. It'll be 3 years. Yeah. And Papa has been there. I wasn't even in my house 6 months before I got Papa. So for the first time in forever, I have my house back. And I'm so excited. We're going to do some painting downstairs because I got like that matte paint and it's just
flat.
Yeah, Papa fucked my walls up.
Absolutely. That's what they're here for.
Yeah. So we're going to do some painting. We're going to do some like
shuffling some things.
Yeah, moving pieces around, adding some pieces, pictures, and did we talk about we didn't talk about changing out my fixtures.
No, we didn't talk about that because that's not something we're gonna do.
Yeah, that's not something we're gonna do.
No.
Okay, so
But I got a great guy who changed out mine.
Yeah.
I got somebody for you.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna do some painting. We're gonna like do some redecorating, just
You
kind
want
of.
me to be electrocuted? That's crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna do my half bathroom downstairs. So I guess that's a good thing. Like now that I have my house back, I can just like focus on getting it back to how I want it and just kind of making it the ultimate bachelorette pad.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, no more dogs. I'm done with animals. This is it. I'm done. I don't want to fish. I don't want to go fish in my house. I don't want shit.
I killed the fuck out that beta fish when I had it. I'm not doing no more fish.
Yeah. So that was the pits and the peak. Papa gave me some good moments, good years.
Yeah, he did.
And I'm forever grateful for that, for him. But yeah.
Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
It'll be all right.
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
So that was heavy. That was deep. I'm
did
really mad
good.
about my nails.
You did great, actually.
Look at my fucking nails.
I'm just gonna blame my nails on Papa too.
Yeah,
then.
that's fine. What was the peak and pit of your week?
Okay, the peak, one of my peaks is I went to my friend's wedding.
Yeah, who got married?
So Shay's sister,
Nice. Okay.
Trees, yep.
Okay.
She got married. It was so cute. That was the cutest wedding I've been to in a long time. It's so cute. You could just tell, like, he was so excited.
Yeah.
The groom, oh my God, he was, her husband.
Yeah.
Honey, that little show he put on when he had to get the little
garter belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did his thing.
Put on a show.
I like when they really be into it, especially if they're more reserved naturally.
He's more of the character. Now, Tree's funny as shit.
Yeah.
Like her and Shay, they tag team. Them probably the funniest people I know on planet Earth. But y'all nicking it. You okay with that?
1B.
We back at this shit. But Tree's funny, but she's more reserved.
Oh, okay.
Whereas her husband, he's always kind of been a character from the times that I've met him. I think I've only met him maybe once or twice before the wedding. But he's always, a character. So, honey, when he got out there and he got that doggone belt off her leg, it was like, okay, now you hunching this flow more than anything in the world. But I freaking loved it. And she was so happy. She was so happy.
That's nice.
We got out there, we danced. One of the kids, he showed all our old ass some. He danced every song for the entire wedding. At one point, I just got up there and was like, all right, I'm just gonna do this with you. So that was a lot of fun. It was out there in Ackworth, the venue. It was an outside venue. It was gorgeous.
Nice.
It was gorgeous.
Nice.
Yes, and now it's like the more and more I go to outside weddings, the more I think I want one.
Really?
Like fall.
Yes.
And it wasn't hot though, but it started at 6, so by 7 o'clock it was cool. Like Georgia been kind of cool the last day or so. But it was cool. But yeah,
okay.
I think the more I go, I want it like outside. I want a big wedding though.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I want.
Want the fairy tale, the ultimate fairy tale wedding. Yeah.
And I know a lot of people be like, where you go now? I just go to the courthouse, and I love that. I love that. If you go to a courthouse, go to the Cab Historic Courthouse because they have a beautiful situation. I personally, I want the
you should
work.
get it. Yeah.
I want the work.
Yeah, for sure.
So, anyways, that was a peak. Of course, JD coming over, that was another peak.
Yeah.
Yeah, my girl don't be playing. Blue was sad because I was playing with her more, so he just on his pole like this.
Yeah.
So he was sad, but yeah.
When we was on the phone, she called your name literally 5 times in like 3 seconds. Kodie, go, Kodie, go. Like, girl, answer her.
Hold on, baby, I'm talking right now. When I was on the phone with Kavo, then Kavo said, "Ooh, Lord, that's why I can't have kids." She said, "You on the phone?" She's a kid.
She's a kid.
She don't care. She sees me. She
don't care.
Yeah. And I'm all right with that.
The smartest kid ever. The smartest. Jade is smart.
I seen her last night, and she was like, "What you did to my baby?" Because when I was walking up, she was like, "Kodie." Oh, that's my stank. That's my stank thing. But yeah, those are my peaks. I didn't have much of a pit besides I would agree Papa was a pit for me.
Yeah.
And then of course, like it's still like reality. At the end of the day, I can say all day, Blue know better, but we don't know what they're going through because we can't talk their language.
Yeah.
So me and Blue, we prayed. We prayed a lot. All yesterday was gospel music. Yeah. And I know he was sick of going to church with me.
The devil is not welcome here.
No. Yeah. Keep that over there.
Yeah.
'Cause me, I'm a sucker for them innocent eyes. And
yeah.
I don't know what I know what I would do. Because I made a promise to myself that I too will never feel like a prison in my own home. I made a promise to myself.
But it's not an easy decision.
It's not an easy decision. And that dog really touched my heart. But so that was a pit. And then just thinking like, that could be my reality. But I'm praying that we never get there.
We're not claiming that.
Never.
It wasn't, and I don't want to say it wasn't supposed to be my reality because if I believe that everything happens for a reason, I got to believe that this happened for a reason. And just last week we were talking and I was like, the blessing is in the disappointment. So as much as I'm disappointed and I'm heartbroken, I am so heartbroken. Like, I'm heartbroken, dog. The blessing is in there somewhere. And maybe the blessing is that it didn't get to the point where, you know, I wouldn't be here sitting today. Not to be dramatic or extreme or, you know, the blessing is it wasn't nobody else. My next door neighbors, they have little kids. I couldn't imagine, you know what I mean?
That'll hurt me more than Blue turning on a child or somebody else hurts me more than him turning on me.
And just him being that unpredictable, that's not a game that I can play. Them kids are literally by my house all the time. Like literally they're my next door neighbors. So maybe that's the blessing. I don't know, but it's definitely, it sucks. I'm gonna miss them like hell.
Girl, at the end of the day, if you can take what you're going through and still see that faith is still in abundance and God and your blessings are,
I'm still alive.
Please.
I'm still,
I don't mean to brush it off, but sometimes you just gotta brush it off. You gotta let go.
I gotta let go. But I do want to thank the handful of people that knew. Because not everybody knew. Y'all showed up and like y'all was there. And I think, you know, like I said, you know, the ones that came, but then people like checking them. Tip was on it. She was.
I already know it.
On it. Missy was on it. Bo, everybody was just like very, very, very like my homeboy from back home. Like every day, he got to the point he like, I'll stop asking you if you okay, if you want me to. Like I don't want to. And I think people knew how much Papa meant to me, so it wasn't so much like the physical that y'all was checking on. Y'all was checking on me emotionally and mentally, because that shit broke my heart. My dog gone. Like he was like literally like that was my Papa was my nigga for real. Like so that sucks. But 'tis his life. I'm here. I'm alive. It could have been worse.
Still hustling. Still getting money.
Yeah.
That's all right that you're unemployed.
I'm unemployed like fuck.
Let's get into this episode, man. Before we do though, y'all, please don't stop sending us Never Have I Ever questions.
Yes.
What are we doing? We still have some in the bank.
We do.
For real.
Yeah, we do.
But we want y'all to remember, send us Never Have I Ever question to notarealpodcast2023@gmail.com. We're excited to share our thoughts and our experiences with y'all.
And I've probably done them all, so just send them in for entertainment purposes.
And,
But
okay, so let's get into our topic.
Let's get into it. That was a long pit and peak.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Nah, you're ready to so light.
Yeah. We thought fishing was gonna be long.
We did.
I gave the short version.
We did.
My dog fucked me up. I had to get rid of him. I guess I could have said that, huh?
Nah, it's all right. The people wanted to know.
Yeah.
The folks wanted to know. The folks that was checking on you, they needed an update. So here we are. So look, Miss Ish.
What's going on, baby?
We're talking about hustler's ambition today.
Yeah.
And I want to know.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to start rapping. My ambitions as a rider.
I know you would.
You don't want me. Okay, I'm sorry.
Would you say that you got a little bit more hustle in you, or do you think you are like a bona fide hustler for real?
No, I know a lot of people that's gonna out hustle me. I know a lot of motherfuckers that's gonna out hustle me. They just got it in them. I'm not saying that I don't have it in me, but my hustle like have like restrictions and boundaries. You know how most people be like, sleep when I'm dead.
Ooh,
I'm sleeping. I'm gonna take a nap.
I'm sleep.
If I can get more than 8 hours of sleep, the more sleep I get, the better I am. So I don't necessarily think I'm like this bona fide hustler. Do I know how to get money? Yeah. I'm gonna get money.
Yeah.
Am I going to be, you know, God willing, am I ever gonna be in a place where I'm without or I don't have? No. But I wouldn't say like I'm a bona fide hustler. Like
I accepted my fate.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
Back in school, I used to intern 2 jobs, school, the shoe business.
Yeah.
Like, we was on our grind, but I ain't gonna lie, that shit exhausted me.
Yeah.
So much so, fast forward to 2022, when I quit my job, I quit everything because I was exhausted.
Tired.
Because I was working 2 jobs, real estate and my 9 to 5. So I've told people for a long time now, I'm not really a hustler, but I know how to hustle. I know how to get money. And I like to hang around people that embody both of those. Yeah. That know how to hustle and that's a hustler, because if ever I need to reach out to them and just say, look, I need a strategy. I need X, Y, and Z. Yeah. I want to be around those people. Yeah. And I like to help people that want to help themselves. So I hope that, by helping me, you realize I'm trying to help myself. I'm not just asking for a handout.
Yeah, I don't want a handout. I'm not looking for a handout. And I'm not one of them people that believe like, oh, I did this on my, everything that I've accomplished, everything that I got, like, I know that it's, I had people that was rooting for me and helping me.
Ooh, yes.
You get what I'm saying? So like, I'm not one of the people like, all this shit I did on my own, or I don't need a team. I absolutely fucking do.
And I love
now, I'm not gonna, nobody's gonna go harder for me than I go for myself.
Right.
But I'm not doing this alone. But I'm gonna take a fucking nap. And I like the balance. I like the balance, the work-life balance. I absolutely love that. And I know like some people, they love the grind. They love the hustle. Like that shit gets them going. And I love that for them. But I like spending time with those that I care about probably more. And I think it's because I know that if I lose all this shit today, they're going to still be there. Versus, and I know people don't feel slighted. Like, because, we have our moments where we just in go mode. I got to shut everything down. I got to figure it out. I got to be put up. I can't do this. And people don't take offense to it. But I like to find a balance in it all. So I'm not the hustler of the year.
A lot of times people don't take offense, though, and that's why I like to be around people that got the same mentality, because when you're busy, you don't take offense to somebody else being busy. Yeah. When you ain't got nothing going on, you slacking, you laying around. Now every time I'm moved, now you mad because it's like, dang, what's up with you? You acting funny, you this, that.
Yeah.
Go find you something to do. Go find yourself a hobby. Go do something. Leave me alone.
Facts.
Because I've been on both sides.
Damn.
Early.
Y'all going to work again today? Shit.
Like, what you doing?
Damn.
Nobody want to rock with me.
This month and a half, I'm like, damn.
Y'all acting real funny.
Y'all don't want to hang out. What we doing? No.
I can't be around folks that ain't got nothing going on.
Yeah, and even with that, like, and maybe, like, people will look at us and be like, but no, y'all hustle, right? I just feel like.
We do.
We do.
Hustler.
I'm just not
by any means necessary.
If I had to.
That part.
If I had to, but I'm fortunate enough that I'm not necessarily in a situation where it's by any means necessary. And I'll do whatever I got to do to prevent that from happening. So to avoid that, to avoid me putting myself in that position, I'll do what I got to do. But if my back was truly, truly against the wall, I'll come out on top, because I've done it before. I know how to hustle. I know how to
maneuver.
Yeah, that shit is tiring though.
For me, it's tiring. I've been watching Suits lately.
No,
we watching Suits.
Yeah, no, that's my shit.
Yeah, you way ahead of me. I'm
almost done.
Yeah, I'm on season 2.
But that's because I'm unemployed, so I've been binge watching. When you don't got no job, you could just watch Netflix all the fucking time.
That's kind of like I'm finna wind down, go to sleep. Yeah. If I miss a part of an episode, I'm cool. But Harvey and the whole cast, them folks don't want to sleep. What is y'all doing?
They love that shit.
Y'all not tired?
They love it.
None of them got families. None of them
got
kids.
Well, no, not kids.
Who got families?
Well, Mike and Rachel, they about dating together.
Hold on, because I told you I'm on season 2.
Shit, damn.
But now they did start messing around at the end of season 2. Yeah.
My bad.
But outside of it, now they like mine in the same way you call it. But outside of that, y'all don't have that. And I think for me, I ain't really pressed on the whole idea of kids and all that good stuff. But it's like, if your work is what's stopping you from all that, I don't even know how you surviving, because work ain't gonna stop me from doing shit else ever again. Ever again.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. Not when I got other avenues.
Right. Right. And I think, yeah. And again, that might change, but right now, like, yeah, I'm not. I won't get myself hustler of the year. I ain't bum of the year either, though.
And I'm not bummed about it.
Yeah, and
I'm cool with
I'm gonna make some shit happen
every time, but
yeah,
it ain't. I'd rather sleep. I'd rather sleep now and when I'm dead. We can do both. Two things can be true.
Two things can be true. Two things can be true at the same fucking time.
Do you ever feel like you sometimes just truly lack ambition? And some like how do you cope with that if you?
My therapist, shout out to therapy, I love therapy. Cause it was moments where I was feeling like I wasn't motivated. Mm-hmm. Like everything was getting the bare minimum like from me and I knew it. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't necessarily okay with it, but it was what it was. And she was like, during the times, like finding motivation, the motivation ain't gonna always be there. You just gotta commit to it.
Yep.
So even when I'm not motivated to do the shit, or even when I don't want to do the shit, just once I commit to it, I just commit to it and get it done. Mm-hmm. And then also like, as much as like we could say like, oh, we're not hustler of the year, we do like certain things, and in order to get those certain things or to go those certain places, you got to make some shit happen. So I think that also plays a factor into it. Like I like what I drive, so in order to keep driving what I drive, got to figure it out. Mm-hmm. I like my house. In order to keep that motherfucker, I got to figure it out.
Do some
I like hanging out with my homegirls. Sometimes I like, taking care of the bill or, buying gifts or whatever, taking a trip. So, you got to figure it out. So even when I lack the motivation, the commitment comes in, and then I know what the end results of making shit happen. I know what that look like. Mm-hmm.
Figuring it out ain't always got to be this arduous task. It ain't always got to be like, and I think a lot of people confuse hustling with, I got to do just any and everything to get stuff done. And it's like, no, sometimes you just got to play it smart. You got to have a strategy. You got to order your steps and follow it.
Yeah.
So I agree. For me, it's like, I have these nice things. I want to keep these nice things. So even as simple as writing what I got to do to get it done down and following that process, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because it don't always have to be hard. Like
it don't.
People, it's so funny. I'll be like, why y'all working so hard and not smart? What are you doing?
Hello.
And you ain't got nowhere for real. And some folks.
Yeah, and I think that's probably why. That's probably why I'm not like, oh, I'm hustler of the year, because I've learned to work smarter, so I don't have to work harder. Mm-hmm. And so it's just like, if I could figure out a way to get to where I need to be without taking a route that you're taking, hell yeah, I'm gonna take it. And that's still with integrity. I'm not doing nobody wrong. My name is not being like my name is still good. Like I'm not doing nothing wrong to like, I'm not fucking nobody over. So yeah, I worked. You want to know who taught me that? Our company where we worked at.
Oh yeah.
All you got to do is just work smarter.
Just work smarter.
And build relationships.
Rapport,
and it ain't always what you know. It's who you know. And if that job didn't teach us nothing else, it taught me the importance of maintaining relationships and keeping your name good. Because regardless of what the situation is, my name is always gonna come back solid. Always. And so I think that's probably another reason why I don't feel the pressure of, oh, I gotta hustle, because if I come to somebody with an opportunity and they fuck with it, they're gonna fuck with it. And people come to me with opportunities and it just work out. And that's solely based off of relationships and like my work ethic. Mm-hmm.
I was talking to the guy that came in here earlier.
I can't believe my nails look like this.
No, it's okay. Just keep them like this. Yeah.
Papa did me dirty, dog. He did me so dirty.
Just keep them like this all the way around. But I was talking to the guy that was in here earlier, and I was telling him, like, one of my old at our company we worked at, one of the best classes that I took was emotional intelligence.
Oh, baby.
That class was so impactful. And
we was in there like,
damn, so I'm not sad. I'm irritated.
Damn, I'm really just disappointed. And they
not tired.
Okay.
This shit is crazy, right?
So I can't say they got me fucked up because it's not even them, it's me.
It's me?
It's me.
Okay.
I'm the problem.
I am the problem. But yeah, like that was one of my favorite classes. And I feel like it just go hand in hand when when I feel like I'm lacking ambition or when I
Yeah.
feel like I need to turn my hustle on, I gotta first understand like where I am emotionally.
Yeah.
And make sure that none of this shit cloud where I want to go or where I want to be. He just recommended to read Emotional Intelligence 2.0 too, so y'all check that out. But yeah, I just don't want it to cloud like my judgment and stuff, and I'm just so grateful for having taken that course because it's like it's really truly helping me be more just grounded and like turn my hustle on without me feeling like I have so much pressure from everything else.
Yeah.
Maybe work smarter.
And then also like hustling ain't always like the obviously when you first get started with anything you want to do, like putting the groundwork in, you got to do a lot of the work. But some of my favorite people or my favorite hustlers are people that built something that nobody believed in. And they expanded it. They made it to be something so crazy that right now, like, they don't got to do nothing if they don't want to do nothing.
But they say it's on autopilot.
That shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like hustling mentality to me is like just being the brains of an operation. Mm-hmm. Regardless of how big or small that operation is. Like, if you can think it and if you can put that shit together and if you can get people to buy into that
every time,
then yeah, that's a fucking hustler. It ain't necessarily like the get up and go every single day and I got my hand in so many different pots. If you can perfect one thing and make that shit like, and you can scale it, yep. That's a hustler for real.
It was a millionaire. He was like, everybody always talk about millionaires have all these different jobs and they have this and they have that. And he was like, yeah, most millionaires just started with one thing. We worked hard to perfect this one thing. Yeah. And once we got money from that, the money just rolled over to the next thing.
And it makes the second thing easier.
Right. And it keeps getting easier each and every time. And at this point, I can just sit, chill, like you said, use my brain power and I'm good. Yeah. That's hustling in its finest for me. Yeah. At its finest. Like, that's the kind of
best hustlers are the smartest.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
And I think that's why.
No, go ahead.
Never mind, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, it's going to be. No, go ahead. Some of the smartest people I know are street people.
Absolutely.
Or former street people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When a street person really is like everything embodied in one. The CEO, the CFO, the marketing, the accountant, they everything.
They literally,
You can't get nothing past these people because this their business and they teaching or they telling everybody how to operate their business. They know. To this day, I still don't know what a 3-5, how much that weight. I don't know. I don't know what none of that stuff means. I don't know.
I don't either.
And they can break some shit down so quick. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how did you get here.
Yeah.
But yeah, street folks really are some of the smartest
people.
And they
just take it and then implement it into like,
Okay. Yeah. Everyday life.
Yeah. So I heard. Word on the street.
One thing I will say, take it up a notch to make you really, really smart is you use that street mentality. Use that street sense for what you need. And once you get that bag, just move on. Yeah. And start something bigger and greater and better. Yeah. That way your shit can become legit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all.
Stay in school. Don't do or sell drugs.
On this street shit because you're going to get us fucked up. So what is, I don't know why I'm asking all these questions today.
I know, I'm feeling it.
That boy Trav went to NYC that weekend. Fucking with JT. But anyways.
I told Chloe that I'm going to have to go out there. I want to go to the
library.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But she in Brazil right now. She became like this overnight international star.
No, for real.
Yeah. It's crazy how that shit just like.
Wait, people really fucking with her or she just traveling?
No, she went over there she's in this singer, this super pop star singer over there. I forgot her name. Chloe is in love with her. Like love her. And she made a post and it kind of just blew up. She flew over to Brazil. She put her on stage to sing with her in front of like 40,000 people. Like, yeah, like.
I thought you meant she was just traveling internationally. Now, my girl really is a star now.
Yeah, she trying, it's crazy how it literally happened overnight. That's how I was telling her, like, when it's your time, it's your time. Like, 'cause that's kind of like the lane she want to break into. Mm-hmm. So it's like, you just got to stay patient, stay in your lane. Keep your head down. Don't worry about the outside noise. And when it's supposed to happen, it's gonna happen, and it's happening.
Somebody, TJ, this guy named TJ, he graduated with my brother. At the wedding this weekend, I saw him. He was like, "I see what y'all doing on the podcast." He was just like, "Stay down."
Yeah, that's
and
it.
I was like, "Well, thank you." He was like, "No, listen, literally, stay down."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, we gonna stay down. We gonna stay down."
Yeah.
He was like, "If you keep at something, consistency. Somebody can work as hard as they want to, but if they don't have the discipline and consistency, they'll get nowhere." So he was like, "Just stay consistent. Y'all got some, and it's gonna pop." I was like, "Okay."
And I believe it from his mouth to God's ears. Trav said the same thing.
Trav always have believed.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah,
for sure. And I think the discipline too. It takes a lot of discipline.
Yeah.
And
to keep the hustle strong for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think when you lack the motivation, and that's where the discipline and the commitment come in, because you got to stay disciplined. Not even just with the podcast, like obviously, like we want this to be amazing. We want this to like just take off and just be like a household name, right? But it does take discipline, like showing up week after week, and not just for us, but just for the team too.
Being flexible, being disciplined, wanting to do
it. And I think like the thing that we have working for us is everybody come and they want to do this. So that it makes it easier. Again, we working smarter, not harder.
Nah, for sure. I ain't got time to work hard no more. That's tiring.
Yeah, because I'm ready to be retired.
It's real quick.
What? Oh I'm ready to be a stay-at-home girlfriend, old lady, side chick. At this point, it don't matter.
What about the wife? You ain't mentioned stay at home wife.
Oh shit, a wife.
I just want to stay at home.
However I gotta get this shit, dog. However I gotta get it, I am ready.
What? Yeah, no, because I ain't gonna. This shit popped in my head, and I really want to know what's the wildest thing you ever did for money.
I done did some strange for some change.
What's the wildest thing? No, what's the wildest thing you gonna do to make sure you be a stay at home little situation?
They said, listen, I swear to God, I just read Pamela Anderson. Was it Pamela Anderson? I want to say, and I posted it. Pamela Anderson was married for 12 days and got a divorce. I want to say it was Pamela Anderson. And her ex-husband, in his will, is leaving her $10 million.
Ooh.
I would do whatever she did in those 12 days.
Oh,
I don't know what it is, but I would do whatever she did.
Whatever it is.
Times 2.
Because
if that meant a nigga was leaving me $10 million.
What about 5?
I do 5. I don't know problem. I do 5.
That ain't no
problem. I did a lot worse for free.
Okay.
So whatever she did.
For 10 M's?
Listen to me. Listen to me.
All right.
Mira, look at me.
I'm looking.
I would do it.
Anything.
Anything.
Any hole.
All of them. The only thing I wouldn't do. Let me think.
I'm not drinking piss. We're gonna put that out there now. I'm not drinking piss.
You can't shit on me.
No, I'm not doing that either.
You can't shit on me.
I'm not doing that either.
Yeah.
It ain't happening.
The list of things I wouldn't do is very short compared to things I would.
Okay, now we're talking.
Yeah.
Now
but the strangest thing I've done for money, I mean, I wouldn't say it's strange because we all know that people pay for sex.
Right.
And people, accept things for sex.
Right.
Whether a nigga's leaving the money on a nightstand or Cash App and Zelle.
However they leaving it, it's getting left.
Calling Delta Vacations. They call those trips was on me, not just playing.
Oh, boy.
The PUSSY. That's why every motherfucker in the world just flies.
Powerful tool.
Every baller that can afford it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
What's the strangest thing you ever did?
I didn't know you was going to backfire on me.
Yeah.
For a little money.
Little money.
Prepare for this. Well, gotta come at me. I gotta think about it. I gotta think deep. I gotta dig deep.
Yeah, you would bet. You ain't gotta dig that deep. You ain't gotta dig that deep now. We ain't gonna do that.
And now they say old men have worms. Can we just leave it there? You mind? You mind? Yeah,
Some worms here and there.
You know, I like them old sometimes, so I just have to. I'm
My
gonna
cousin
formulate
watch
how I
this and
feel
he
in a
gonna
minute.
call me and say, you fucking niggas. Fucking these old niggas. He gonna be so. Drew, if you're watching this, don't watch this.
Just don't, Drew, because I don't want to put a wedge in between us.
Yeah, no, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't, fuck with these old niggas. Sometimes you gotta bend the rules a little.
Yeah.
And they'll give you whatever you want.
All you gotta do is tell them what. All you gotta do is tell them what they want to hear.
What you want.
Yeah.
And they be willing. You just,
Yeah.
you just gotta do the fetish. They got fetishes and shit.
Friend.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even know we was gonna go here.
Yeah. And they say we looking like, so I really don't want you to put your face on my hidden folder. You be a little shocked. You'll be a little shocked. I don't keep my shit in text messages like some people do.
Nah, that shit goes to my that shit goes to my vault. I got a vault app.
Yeah, no, I don't keep shit in DMs.
Okay, what's the craziest fetish? And this ain't even a fetish show. And I don't kink shame.
No, I don't. Yeah,
unless it's pertaining to like violence or kids. Then you're a nasty, sick fuck.
Oh, absolutely.
Outside of that, I don't kink shame.
You mean like a crazy fetish that I've been engaged in, or just something that I'm familiar with?
However you want to word it to answer. If it's something you're familiar with, that's fine.
No, it's not me. Might not be something that I've done.
Okay, what's the craziest thing you've done? And I'm not saying I'm sure you did it for money, but I'm sure you did not get paid for it at some point.
God damn, I don't even think I ever told you this.
Oh, breaking news. What you do?
I don't really know if I want to. I've stuck something up somebody's asshole because they really love shit in their asshole.
You pegged somebody?
It wasn't a.
It wasn't a dildo?
They just like objects.
What the fuck did you stick up his ass?
I'm not going with you.
Brent, what you stick up his booty?
Sometimes they want to see how wide things go.
Dog.
I can't tell you.
No, just tell me. I'm gonna tell you the craziest thing I did, or the craziest fetish I fulfilled. Fantasy fetish. Where'd you stick up his booty?
It can't.
A bottle? A can?
So remember we did the Never Have I Ever, and I asked, have you ever pegged somebody?
Right.
So remember I asked for clarity to ensure that it was just a dildo. That's how I kind of moved my way out of that.
Where did you stick up his booty?
Just some shit laying around the house, everyday household items.
Like what? What? What do you mean everyday household? If it wasn't
just go ahead and tell me about your fetishes. Tell the people
you
what you want to know.
You suck it.
It wasn't a cucumber.
Was it produce?
It wasn't.
What the fuck? No. Oh, bitch. What kind of life you living? What? No, bitch. You really got to tell me after this.
Maybe next episode I'll break the bank on this one.
Who was it?
And I'll bring an artifact. I'm not telling you who it was.
You know who?
I'm going to tell you who it was, but I'm
you
not
ain't
going to say it.
Yeah.
No.
I probably don't know him either.
No, you do. Well, I don't know if you heard me talk of him. You wouldn't know.
Oh.
You wouldn't have known this
That's
person.
what I'm saying. The only person I know is the person I know.
Oh, no. Yeah, you don't know this person.
But you've talked about this person in the past.
From the past.
Okay. Oh. So you have done something strange for some change.
Absolutely.
That's real.
Mm-hmm.
Money on the dresser. Drive a compressor. Top notch hoes. Get the most. Not the lesser.
Okay.
Goddamn.
All right.
Household items?
Household items.
That shit was not sanitary.
Not at all. You know.
And he was just like,
it ain't tis his life.
And he was really fucking with it.
Tis his life. Mm-hmm.
I think the craziest thing, not even crazy. Okay, the pegging, that's, you know.
People like what they like.
Yeah. I've,
Don't give up now.
I peed on somebody several times. Yeah.
They like that shit?
That's my jam.
You know, I think squirting is pissing anyway.
Well, you know, listen, okay, because I was about to say fish, you got to cut that out. But we know. But you want to know what the ongoing joke, I think it was with Leard or Bo. They just told me this other week, like, every time y'all say fish, cut that out, fish do not be cutting that
Fish
shit
don't
out.
give a fuck. A fish gonna keep it in. Matter of fact, he gonna add a little extra time to it. Yeah,
They're gonna break it down into one of the clips. No, like Bo was just saying that the other day. Like now, like because we say fish name so much, like in conversation, she be like
she know fish.
Yeah, you don't know fish, but okay.
Nah, she do know my boy.
No, we don't gotta cut that out. But yeah, that's probably been like the
strangest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again.
Nah.
Oh, bitch, I can't wait to figure out. That shit crazy. Okay. So besides sticking household items into niggas' booties, what if you had to pick another side hustle? So we can consider the podcast a side hustle.
True.
At one point, we could have considered real estate a side hustle because you did have a 9-to-5. But so that's kind of like your main source of income right now. So if you wasn't doing this podcast or in addition to this podcast, what other side hustles would you have? I
think, well, yeah, okay, I probably mentioned it before. Anybody who don't know, I still want to do the pet shop.
Yes.
And I don't even know if I can really consider it a side hustle for real.
Yeah.
Because I want to take that full throttle along with real estate. So going back to that earlier conversation of one thing at a time, I'm just trying to figure out what is the most beneficial, where I can be most flexible, but I got to get it done.
Yeah.
So I feel like aside from the podcast and real estate, it's got to happen.
Yeah.
It's got to happen.
Yeah.
What about you?
Because
I'm going to add Papa name on it. Instead of just torpedo pets, it's going to have to be something else.
I would donate like a little, donate
Don't
something.
donate them old ass toys.
No, bitch, no. Okay, let me tell you. As much as I was heartbroken when Papa was outside working on people, because Papa, he put up a fight, baby. And the part of me, I was proud, like, show these niggas you ain't that. Yeah. Girl, I was in there getting this toys and put that shit in the trash. Because at this point, I'm mad. This is the anger part of grieving, right? Fuck this shit. I bagged this shit up.
Oh, he done had this.
I was like, can I donate his food? Girl, I had that shit. Yeah, I had that shit. Girl, I still had it. You know, I got the big bin and with his food and I, dip whatever. I had the food at the door. I had his poop bag, all 15 of his leashes, all 8 of his bowls. Y'all can have this shit. I was bagging his toys, this slobbery ass shit.
Shit all over the walls and shit.
All on my goddamn, it wasn't shit on my walls.
Yeah,
but he did fuck up my walls.
No, not like actual shit.
Well, you know how some people get too literal. I wasn't living with shit on my walls. But that motherfucker will rub up against that wall in a minute. But no, like a little in memory of plaque. Yeah.
Oh, Pop Smoke.
I know. Big Papa. For me, the nonprofit, I love the nonprofit. I love the kids. I love the kids. I'm gonna be happy when it's no longer a side hustle, when it's just like something that I can do like full time, and like because I'm unemployed, I can't do it full time right now. But the nonprofit is something that I'll never have to make a profit from. That's just my passion project. So I absolutely love that. Something else, and I guess it would eventually be my thing, but I like to, I think we talked about this, I'm not sure, start my own project management consulting firm. So I'm actually starting class at the end of this month just to get some certificates, get certified in that field. We already got the experience, so just like kind of making it like more legit. And then that's something that I want to be working on the top of the year. Yeah.
Oh, that's lit. So wait, if you're starting classes at the end of this month, or okay, so you'll finish up by end of year, and then take off top of year. Oh, that's lit. I like that. Yeah.
So that's the plan. So that's like my next 6 months. And then of course being a stay-at-home somebody. That would be a hustle too.
That's what you say, 1A and 1B.
Yeah,
that's 1A
for sure.
Okay.
Somebody retire me.
That's okay.
At this point, I'm fucking tired, dog. tired. But yeah, I can't think of anything else I would want to do as like a side hustle right now.
Well, I mean, we don't necessarily have to think of it right now because they'll all come to you. But what I do want to talk about is the Dwight Howard situation.
Yeah. Dwight Howard.
So, yeah, no, that he is this guy, Mr. Harper. He is, I guess, suing for alleged sexual assault.
Yeah. For those who don't know, Dwight Howard is a former NBA player.
Awesome NBA player.
I think his name was like the Superman. He plays overseas now. He was supposedly meeting up with this guy he met off Instagram for. Dwight Howard like boy booty.
He do. He like meat. He like meat. He said, I want to see some meat.
Yeah,
because come on with it now.
Then he wanted to set up a threesome, whether it was another guy or another girl. But then the part that bothered me the most.
That's me.
That nigga said, that nigga wanted a cum, the nigga to send him a video of him coming, a cum shot. He wanted pictures of the dick. He wanted that man to participate and fuck another man. But
one woman, he said man or woman.
Yeah, okay. He don't discriminate. Then he gonna say, but I ain't gay.
He did. Sir, listen.
Well, you damn sure ain't straight.
I want to pull up the Webster Dictionary. Technically, though, did he lie?
Well, no, because he's bi.
There you go.
Okay, he's bi.
So he didn't lie.
He didn't lie, but he's in denial. Boy, you like boy booty, and that's okay.
Yeah, you like meat for sure. And that is perfectly fine.
It's okay.
Because all the fuckers that's judging you, it don't matter.
It don't, just
go get your rocks off.
Dwight, that big ass closet you is in is made of glass. We see you. Bring your big square shoulder ass.
Stupid. Get out of that closet.
Get looking stupid.
Come out here crawling and shit, trying to hide yourself. Get out the damn closet.
You like 7 feet tall. Get your dumb ass out. You like boy booty, and that's fine.
And that's okay.
You ain't the only one.
I don't agree with this being sexual assault because per the messages, he said, unless there's been some more developments that I don't know about, but he said, he asked him, do you want to have a threesome with either girl or boy?
Yeah.
And then Buddy was like, he was 30 minutes away. He already left the house.
Yeah.
So at that point, you had ample time to turn around if you didn't want to engage in this threesome or whatever.
Maybe he was like, he did something else that the guy didn't agree with. Maybe he stuck, like, a household item and he stuck it up his butt. Maybe.
I was judging. That's judging.
No.
That's judging.
Maybe he put a Kodie on it.
I don't like that. That's judging. Because anything could go anywhere.
No, literally, no. No. And I'm the one that be with this shit.
It ain't go anywhere. But, okay, so, but the headlines is basically that he's saying sexual assault because of the threesome. Maybe he don't want to just expose of anything else. Perhaps it could have been something else.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But whatever the case is, I hope the truth comes out, and if he did do him wrong or do him dirty, I hope that the guy is able to get justice. And if this is all a hoax or if it's all a, whatever, then I hope that Dwight Howard is able to get justice as well.
Clear his name. You got to clear your name from liking boys, but you can clear your name from
being
sexual
a predator
assault or being
you don't want to be a predator.
There's nothing to play with.
Yeah, but it's 2023, and like all jokes aside, like if you don't, we shouldn't force nobody out if they're not out. Like you shouldn't out nobody. But this ain't the first time we done heard something. So where there's smoke, there's fire. Boy, you like niggas.
And that's all right.
And that's okay. I like niggas too.
We all like
lit.
niggas.
Dick is lit. I get it. I get it. Speaking of hoax.
Oh, shit.
Your girl.
Oh, shit. Had me on his goddamn episode last week. You one of them people? I ain't one of them goddamn people that think it's a hoax. I should have been one of them goddamn people.
Carly.
I should have been one of them people.
Line ass Russell. That girl.
And I should have known something was up because me and you had two different stories.
Yeah.
You said they found her at the hotel.
You said what I'm saying?
I said she walked to the door It should have already. We should have connected then.
But we didn't.
Okay, that was
And
all.
and because here's the thing, one, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt when it comes to that. I do not like to say the victim is lying because we are already not believed. We are already, as especially black women.
Put a name. Yeah, if I say black women.
Black women, they don't believe shit we be saying when we talk about abuse, assault, and missing. But Carly, your little stupid ass.
She another one.
You done utilized all these goddamn resources, had them people lined up on the side of the freeway looking for this goddamn baby. You done left your nappy ass wig in the fucking car. You had people, grandmamas fucking praying, all because you was mad at your nigga.
Now everybody mad to myself. I ain't gonna never ask for y'all to pray for me because y'all sure revoked them prayers real quick. Y'all took that shit back.
No.
That's why you don't get people to pray for you.
No, because and then they talking about, they done looked at your search history. I watch too much crime documentary. You never do shit on your phone.
Never.
It's an Amber Alert free. Bitch, you grown.
You can't get no Amber Alert.
You
it's for
grown.
y'all. It's for kids.
You are an adult.
Well, social media is free and you use
How do
that
you
to
steal
your
from
advantage.
the register? And you steal it from your job?
Her job fired her ass, didn't they?
Didn't they? Got rid of her ass, gave it a boot.
Carly, you wrong for that shit,
cute.
Carly.
He cute now.
Is she wrong for that
cute.
shit? Her nigga?
What?
I ain't seen it.
He look cutie patootie.
I ain't seen
I
it.
can see how, he can make a bitch go crazy a little bit. But to do all this,
That's what this all was about?
she was mad at her nigga, and I guess she was trying to get his attention, or they was beefing or whatever. But it's like, Carly, girl.
Carly.
What the fuck?
And I ain't gonna hold you. I'm still gonna pray for missing women.
This ain't gonna change nothing.
It changes
And
nothing.
every time I see them, I'm gonna repost, I'm gonna pray, and I'm gonna hope that they come back home safe and sound. And then if it comes out that the bitch was lying, I'm just gonna
hope that they get help.
And I'm gonna cuss them out in my head. But I'm never gonna
Mm-hmm.
not believe that a black woman is missing.
And what I do love is that a lot of people kind of resonate with that.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
Let's
not give up. Let's
you
not
dead
give
ass
up.
wrong, bitch.
But sitting up here putting everybody in a frenzy like this, thinking your ass was missing.
Why I oughta?
But I felt like, because I was trying to wear this little fake ass conspiracy hat, and I'm like, damn, I wonder did they really blow this up? The media blew this up because like they wanted us to see that black women be on some bullshit.
Kodie, that bitch was at the motel ordering food under a fake name using a prepaid fucking debit card.
They probably knew all that shit from the beginning. They tracked that shit from the beginning. You think they'll track debit cards and shit? They probably said, we finna out this bitch. We gonna
This
see.
bitch was at the goddamn El Dorado, the Red Roof Inn or some shit, the Days Inn, Motel 8.
They knew this shit
Domino's.
They knew this shit on day one that she wasn't missing. That's what my head was thinking.
I
But
know it was
like,
somewhere
either
she
way,
left the wig. Because I'm like, in her mind, she wanted them to think that they snatched her real quick and that motherfucker flew off.
But she probably had it laid neatly on the seat and
The
shit.
bitch wanted the CVS to get that. I will beat Carly ass, dog.
She really had these folks sending prayer warriors to her.
Bitch, I was one of them.
Me too. Why she did?
I was one of them.
Damn, Carly, you really fucked us up with that one.
You fucked the city up with this one. Okay, then we can leave. We can wrap this up. But
No, we're not wrapping this up before they get up off my boy Jamie.
I was just about to say, no, I was asking Jamie. So Jamie made a video. He came out, he made a video, and here come the fucking dumb ass people on social media. He's a clone.
He's a clone.
That's not the real Jamie.
People mad that they sent prayers to Jamie now. They say, I want my prayer back, and this ain't real Jamie.
Lo gonna say, y'all did do a little segment on him. The least he could do is come on the show, the podcast.
I'm with her.
Jamie Foxx, come fuck with us. We've been rooting for you. But
I'm still rooting for you, Jamie.
No, for
still
real.
Room for you.
And not too much on Jamie because how the fuck? First of all, every time somebody, a celebrity or somebody with status gets sick or pass away, it's like, oh, we have to be nicer. We can't body shame. We can't ask questions. Jamie's face a little slimmer and all of that. And
he was sick.
What the fuck do you expect somebody to look like who just went through whatever they went through? Just because we didn't know the ins and outs of his recovery doesn't mean that it wasn't a long road. And he probably still has a long road to go. So these conspiracy theories that they coming up with,
hell.
that ain't the real Jamie. Well, shut the fuck up.
So then who is it then?
Who is it?
Because y'all acting like angles ain't a thing. I literally can take a picture from the front and my face might look a little slim. But when I get on this podcast every week,
Oh, baby, I'm a beach
and
wear.
turn my neck, that chin hanging down to here.
I'm talking about my face is fucking fat as fuck. Like, I don't I don't know why we got these good ass cameras, but
Y'all
let's
can
bring
really
this
have
shit down a
shit.
few resolutions.
Yeah, we could probably use my 11. We can use my little iPhone 11 if we gotta shoot some shit. But yeah, like y'all acting like ankles is not a thing, and they were saying that his forehead is longer. He look a little smaller. I mean, his face is thinner, and it's like this man was like literally fighting for his life.
Literally.
Somebody was like, well, he ain't have no son. What is y'all thinking? Somebody was like, but he just went outside yesterday. So what you mean? Stupid bitch.
George Bush is going to pay for his crimes. This No Child Left Behind shit that he did, he's going to pay for his crimes.
We don't have to talk to this nigga
World
and figure out why the
education. This is all him.
But she was dead ass serious, and I clicked on her page. I clicked on her page, and she was a real person.
Yeah, no, this is George Bush's fault.
This was not about.
You know
that bitch said, but he went outside yesterday, so what you mean?
You know how Tory Lane dad it was like, Rock Nation, you will crumble. Like,
George Bush.
Dog.
You will crumble.
Every stupid thing that come out somebody's mouth, I blame him because, bitch, what you mean? One day a son compared to
months of being in a hospital bed or wherever he was receiving care, however he was receiving care.
Leave Jamie alone. Let him continue to recover
and heal
in private, and he would disclose and let us know what he want us to know.
I love that he getting under so many people's skin.
Yeah, he got a good team. Ain't nobody leaked shit. He got a good team.
I love that.
Yeah, for sure.
Y'all stupid. But we're going to end it on that note.
Stupid motherfuckers. But,
or that note.
Yeah, even if you are one of those stupid motherfuckers, thank you for tuning in. And please continue to listen, like, and subscribe. When I call you a stupid motherfucker, it's really just, it's coming
you a
from
stupid motherfucker. Argue back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you. That's another episode of Not a Real Podcast. I'm Isha.
And I'm Young Cole, Big Cole. I'm whoever. Shit, I don't know. I might be a clone.
And I would say peace, but you know, my nails fucked up. So see y'all later.